it's really nice to be with you again in my very regal looking armchair, so I've been told. It was a lovely present for my 40th birthday a few years ago now. Okay, a few more than I would like to admit. Anyway, today I am going to be taking a look at a few pieces that I bought from Zara. I know there's a bit of Zara overload at the moment, but I think that it's just because ours was shut for so long and it seems to have such great stuff in at the moment that I keep on buying bits and bobs when I'm in town. And today I'm going to show you a pair of trousers and a couple of jumpers. So with trousers, there's loads of different styles this season, which is really nice to see because for many years it was really just the classic work trousers or skinny jeans. I know some of you will disagree with me on that, but this season we're seeing a lot more styles. So for a start, we've got culottes, so just finishing below the knee, which were around quite a lot last season, but definitely more in the forefront this season. Then we see culottes but coming further down, so more of a midi length, so they're worn in a completely different way, or they can be quite difficult to get your head round, or different to get the head round at least. And then we've got some boot cuts coming back, and we've got some crop boot cuts coming back. So there's all sorts of things out there that probably haven't been around for the last couple of years, or are quite new to the scene. So today I'm going to show you a pair of spotty trousers from Zara. Now I had a pair of spotty trousers from Topshop. Some of you who've been reading Style Guide for a while now will remember them, but I sold them last year when I did my blog sale because I'm just in between sizes when it comes to Topshop. I'm really a size 9, so the 8 are always a little bit too tight, but then the 10 are a bit too big and they're never just quite right. And I've sort of been on the lookout for a pair of spotty trousers since then. And I came across these in Zara a couple of days ago. They also have a top to go with them, which is rather lovely, but which I didn't buy, so I might have to go back for that. Now these are the small and they're really tiny, so I won't be wearing these, but I did buy the medium as well because I figured that this wasn't really going to happen. Anyway, they're really sweet. I really like them. You'll have to see what you think when they're on, because today I'm going to do something slightly different at the request of some people who've left comments on the vlog and on the blog. They've asked me to show the clothes on me, which is a bit scary, so don't laugh too much, or actually laugh as much as you like. If it gives everybody a bit of fun and something to snigger at, that's fine by me. Anyway, back to these. These are £25.99, so they're not a bad price. They're quite a nice feel actually. They've got some elastane in them, 2% elastane, which is quite nice. They've got a side zip, which is good for those who perhaps have a little bit more of a sticky out tummy because there's less bulk if you don't have the zip and the buttons up the front. And they've got these, if you can see here, these 2 patch pockets at the front, which I've managed to place really well just over my boobs. Sorry about that. Quite high-waisted, and they are quite cropped, as you'll see when I've got them on, with a bit of a kick flare at the bottom. So that's one of these different styles that I was just mentioning to you that's out and about this season. So you can see what they're like on me and then decide whether it's a good idea or whether really they should be left on the shop floor. Okay, and then a couple of jumpers. I will style these trousers with the jumpers. You wouldn't necessarily wear them together, but just killing lots of birds with one stone, which us busy mums have to do. In fact, I'm going on quite a long run soon. I'm going to do a half marathon route and I haven't really got my head in the right space yet. So let's do clothes first and then I'll sort out my trainers and my lycra. I love a creamy coloured jumper for the winter. This is a cropped one, again from Zara. It's an acrylic polyester mix, as you would imagine. Well, not as you would imagine, that's a bit unfair because they have got cashmere in there this year, but for £17.99, that's what you would imagine. And I have this view on knitwear. Sometimes it's good to spend a bit more on it, but you know, knitwear, however much you spend on it, tends to get trashed, either by the moths or by the washing machine. Eventually it all goes bobbly. So this season I'm thinking maybe 3 or 4 less expensive jumpers, just to see how they wear. So this is one option. Haven't even tried it on yet, but you'll see it soon with the trousers. So that's a nice sort of creamy, warm, buttermilky colour, I would say, as opposed to more of a creamy grey, a grey cream even, which is a bit more draining on the skin. So another option that I have here from Zara is this lovely cable knit jumper. Do you remember I was talking last time about turtlenecks being a big trend for the season? Well, this has got the turtleneck. It's got all the lovely detailing on it that you would expect with a cable knit jumper. It's £29.99, slightly longer than the one that I've just shown you. Very similar composition, acrylics, polyester. So I'll just see how that feels against the skin as well. And yes, I shall be back shortly wearing the trousers with these 2 jumpers as well. So I'll see you in a second. Okay, so now hopefully you can see the full outfit. You can see that the jumper's quite short. I'll come and do a close-up in a minute. The rise on the trousers is quite high. I haven't decided whether I'm going to keep them or not yet before you all go, they look absolutely ridiculous on her. And as you can see from the side, there's a little bit of a flare going on down at the bottom, and I've just got them with some boots here. A bit of a problem with them, I think, is the bottom, because there's no pockets, and because they're quite high rise as well, it can make your bottom look quite a lot deeper. So these trousers may be better with a slightly longer top, and also because of the medium on me, there's a little bit of bagging around the crotch area, so that's a bit of a downside as far as I'm concerned. The jumper I really like I say, it is quite short. I'll come a little bit closer so you can see it. It's got fantastic length arms for me. I've got quite long arms, so that's great. And it's better with higher weighted things, although you could layer a denim shirt or something underneath it, which would be quite nice, and just have that peeping out at the bottom. I'll do another little twirl round, so there you go. Hopefully you can see that. And this jumper is a small, I should say, so the trousers are a medium, because they come up quite small, and the jumper is small, and that seems to be fine. You can see it doesn't sit right next to the body. It's got a little bit of movement in it, which I quite like. And this little neck that rolls over. So there we go. I shall now show you the next jumper. So now we're going to look at the cable knit jumper that I was talking to you about earlier. I'll come a little bit closer so that you can see it a little bit better. You can see the chevrons down the front, so that's a nice feel. It's got this lovely detailing down both of the arms as well. Again, the arms are a good length. It's got this nice turtleneck, and it's got lovely cable knit on the back as well that you can probably see here. So that's a nice touch, because often jumpers are have the cable effect on the front but nothing on the back. Feels lovely against the skin, the first one did as well, so despite it being man-made fabric, it is great. Feels really, really nice and soft, not at all itchy, which you can get with some types of wool. So yeah, definitely one to have a try, I think. Okay, hope you like these. Now finally, I'm just going to show you this denim shirt, which I also bought from Zara. I didn't speak about it earlier, but I think I'm going to have to take it back fairly soon, so I thought it was worth including. It is absolutely lovely. It's £29.99. I first saw it online, and then they had it in town when I went in a few days ago. I love the little pussy bow on it. I think it's really sweet. The only thing for me is that the shoulders, I think, are going to be a little bit tight. This one is a small. It comes in extra small, small, medium and large. I think that the medium will probably be too big for me, sort of in the body area. And I have just tried to see whether I could get away with it, but I think it's one of those that I'm going to put it on and I'm instantly going to feel that the shoulders are slightly tight and in the wrong place. I've obviously been doing too many weights this summer, and now I've got great big shoulders that I didn't ever have before, which is kind of a shame in some ways, but not in others. So anyway, yes, here you go. Have a closer look, see what you think. Got a little bow there, a little bit of detailing at the back, and I just think that bow makes it a little bit smarter than a plain denim shirt. Lovely dark indigo colour as well, which, as you all know, is my favourite indigo. And a really nice shirt for the weekend. I think you just pop it with some black trousers or some culottes just to smarten those up with a pair of knee-high boots. I think it'd be fairly versatile, so a good one to look out for if you're out and about. So, nearly finished. My one tip for this weekend though is, if you're going to go shopping, try going in a different store, one that you would never normally go in, whether it's River Island or whether it's H&M or whether it's Topshop or whether it's Dorothy Perkins. I'm firmly of the view that every store has something in that we will like. There might be a lot we don't like, but there'll always be something that we do like. And just opening your horizons and maybe stepping outside your comfort zone slightly is a really good way to keep fresh and modern and up to date. Start maybe by looking at the accessories if you're not sure where to start in the shop itself. But yeah, just going out and have some fun, just experiment and see what you can find on your travels. Okay, have a lovely weekend, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye!